Hello everyone and good morning. If you're returning, welcome back and thank you so much for returning. And if you're new, welcome. Alright. Holy Spirit, please protect me, my viewers, and our families from any hexes, curses, any negative energy, any evil eyes. I ask that you please protect us and send all that negative energy, return it right back to sender 20 billion times fold, including their negative comments or snares or anything negative in their mind towards me and my viewers. I ask that you return to sender 20 billion times fold. In the name of Jesus Christ, amen. Okay, let's see what's going on here. I feel like somebody's being bothered by someone. Some kind of like bothering energy here. What's going on? Holy Spirit, show my viewers what they need to see. Okay. What is that? Interesting. Okay, a little bit slower. A little bit slower. Thank you. Thank you. The cards are jumping. I get jumping cards. Okay, I'll hold on to that for a moment. Okay. Alright, so what I'm getting here, someone who, someone is wearing a ring, okay? It's a wedding ring, engagement ring. It's a beautiful ring. It truly is beautiful. However, this ring, someone doesn't know this here. It belonged to someone else, okay? Now don't freak out, okay? But the person it belonged to was murdered by her husband many years ago. Alright. She was pregnant even when she was murdered. This husband went to prison for several years. When he came out of prison, after many years of being there, he came out of prison and he ended up getting killed himself. He was dealing with somebody and owed a lot of money to some, I don't know, it was like some sort of political thing here. This man was a businessman, okay? He was a businessman, but that was just to cover up what he did. He was doing illegal things here, criminal act things, like selling guns illegally. They were selling um, things that they shouldn't be selling or even owning. Okay. Oh, I'm sorry, everyone. I had to pause you all. My my daughter's school called. They have no communication skills. You would think that of years of education to be in a school district, they would have, they would have some kind of communication skills class or something. Oh my God. Anyway, sorry about that. Um, so what I'm seeing here is that somebody has a ring, an engagement ring, a wedding ring, okay? It's someone that's, committed to someone here. But they are committed to someone here who is not truthful, okay? They're not truthful. This wedding ring that they got was from someone who passed away, and you have no idea about that. Okay. It could be somebody kind of shallow that, well, people see them as being shallow or hollow, empty, meaning like they're not very affectionate. They don't show affection. I'm not saying they don't love, or they do love. It's just they're not expressive. They're not a very expressive person, okay? Whether it's you or them. I'm getting here. I don't know, let's see. They may like to travel out of the country, or wherever they traveled to, they could have gotten something from there. I'm getting they got something from either a different country or a different place that they don't normally go to. They can be a big flirt. They're very picky. Okay. So I feel like this person ended up buying an engagement ring or a wedding ring from like a secondhand store, a pawn shop, okay? And it came from this woman who was murdered, okay? Now what's going on here is that this woman, her energy is still very much so on that wedding ring, okay? So you might feel an energy that's a bit off or makes you a bit distracted, okay? That person, the energy, she was wearing that wedding ring when she was murdered, okay? That energy is there in that ring. It needs to be cleansed. But it's a very strong energy. This woman had a very strong love for her husband, although she was mistreated, lied to, and in the end she lost her life over a love that just wasn't pure, okay? Anyway, that energy, you're feeling an energy here. Someone's feeling an energy here where you might feel more depressed. You might feel not happy in your relationship, okay? And you don't know why. Maybe you're causing more arguments, or you're bothered by things that you weren't bothered by before. It's this energy that's attached to this wedding ring. It's the violence that's behind it. It's all the emotions that this woman felt, okay, is in that ring. The betrayal, everything is in that ring. So you might want to really, really get that cleansed, or, invest in another ring. I don't know how you want to go about it, okay, but it's a very strong energy, so you're really going to have to do something to really cleanse it, okay, and do a little ritual, go get it blessed, whatever you have to do, whatever you believe in, okay, it's different for everyone. I'm not going to tell you what to do because everyone believes in different things, okay? So, you're going to definitely want to go and, do something about that situation, because it could actually cause your relationship to end, okay? Because it's a very bad omen attached. It's like a bad omen attached to this ring here. It's a really bad negative energy. And I'm seeing that she used a hand trying to stop her husband from stabbing her so many times. The hand with the wedding ring on it. So right there, it's like she was using that hand as a defense mechanism. I see a lot of blood. It's just, yeah. That ring ended up going to the pawn shop. After this woman passed away, and this man went to jail for this for many years. She was pregnant, like I said, but it was in the very beginning stages of pregnancy. Maybe maybe a month, if that, maybe between 4 and 6 weeks, I'm feeling like, it's just very sad. Yeah, they were involved with drugs. They snorted cocaine, I'm seeing. And they used to pop pills here. They sold a lot of drugs, weapons, illegal things. Besides being a business person or a business partner, they had a lot of money. They had a lot of lawyers that would constantly bail them out of jail, of course, because it's political. And I want to say that had something to do, like, I don't know if it was like some sort of gang or some sort of mafia type deal. It's like a group of men. And it's very political, okay, very political here. And it's about drugs, it's violent, it can be violent, they kill each other, and I don't know. But it's all underground here. So it's not like being exposed at this time. Anyway, so it's about this ring, okay? Yeah, so the object was from a secondhand store or pawn shop. You might be feeling distracted, like I said, sidetracked, delays in things in your life. And it's all because of this ring not being cleansed and blessed, or whatever you believe in, okay? It just, yeah, we need to go clean that out, okay? Now I'm also seeing here someone... Hold on a second. I'm getting an image, but I'm trying to put it together in words. Give me a moment, please. Okay. So I'm seeing there's someone married. Okay. It could be somebody. It's a mature man. So it's not a young man. It's a mature man. Um, Happily married so far because their wife has no idea that they're being deceitful. This person is a very good um, liar. They're very good at lying and cheating. This person is knows exactly what to say and when to say them. This person is a snake in the grass and can't be trusted by all means. They're very charming. They're very, you know, loving. But ask them too many questions, this person will get angry. Um, because they don't want to be thinking of excuses all the time. Now, to know if this is you, that you're dealing with a deceitful husband, all you have to do is ask them a question today. What happened when you came home late the other night? And be specific what night it was. Write it down even. Put it on a calendar, whatever you gotta freaking do. Don't forget this shit. The question that you asked, okay? Write down the answer. Give it a couple of weeks and ask again the same question and see what answer you get. Because although this person is very, very good with lying and being deceitful with this cheating and everything, they too are having struggles here remembering what they have said and done over. I want to say it's out of their mind after a couple of weeks. I'm seeing that because I don't know, it's like this person, and I'm thinking of pay stubs, and nobody wants to mess with pay stubs and money here, right? Everybody's like, oh, it's payday, and we don't miss that. But this person is very money orientated here, and like most of us are, okay? It's nothing wrong with that as long as they're not going crazy and hurting people about it, or obsessing over it. However, this person, now I know after a couple of weeks they forget things. They're going to forget this question you asked them, because this person would even forget the last time, or like if you ask a question about their wages, they won't remember that question after a couple of weeks, and I'm seeing that. So I know it doesn't make sense to you probably, but it does to me. Whatever is really important to someone, they're not going to forget it, okay? So after a couple of weeks, they can't help it but forget things. So I would ask that same question about 3 weeks from now, and see what response you get. If the response is not the same one, you might have a deceitful person in your hands. Just saying. But don't go by that. Just by that, you gotta know the facts too. Okay. So look at the red flags for this for somebody. This is not for everyone. Okay. But look at the red flags, and the reason why I'm asking you to do that is because this person is actually spending money on this person, this third party, and it's this person is only using them for money because they do have money issues. Okay, they're looking for a sugar daddy, and they think your spouse is a good candidate for that. Your spouse, maybe you own a home from your parents, okay, or something with the home that you live in is not exactly, it wasn't like yours. It's like a family's house that you live in, like maybe your parents' house you live in, and they either gave it to you or you're renting from them or whatever it is. There's something attached here to family members, okay, to your home. And what I'm seeing here, your husband, okay, everything is in your name and it's yours, but they're claiming everything to be theirs just to show off to other people. I'm seeing them showing off to other people, telling lies to other people, like as if they have money. And then they're acting like a whole different character at work. You don't know. It's like this person's a whole different person at work, and they're meeting these women at work. Okay, it's women and it's a man. That's what I'm seeing. Unless, because he has biological children. I see. I'm seeing a man, okay? And lots of feminine energy around this man. They're very charming, loving, caring. They say the right things. They pamper you. They're very loving. Sorry, I don't know what happened to my camera. I went out for a minute. They're very lovey-dovey. Oh, again. Something here. What's going on? Yeah. I don't know. That's weird. Okay, sorry about that. My camera's acting up. So, they could be acting very lovey-dovey. You just would not expect them to be, because when they're with you, they're very loyal to you. You don't see any red flags of them being charming to other women. This person's very discreet on when to act like the way he acts with other women, and it's definitely not around you, okay? Not to say they're not doing that when you're not around, because for someone it is that way. They they go to work, and women really love their charm. It's their charm. It's not so much of just appearances. It's the way they hold themselves. They could be a Leo, or they could have Leo in them. They could have some Gemini in them, or Libran. I'm seeing Libra and some Leo. I don't know. I'm seeing some different for everybody, okay? I'm seeing Leo, Libra, Gemini, Sagittarius. Is what I'm seeing, okay? So take it how it resonates. So for one of you, like I said, that will work, or a few of you, it might work for you to ask a question and then wait a couple of weeks and ask the same question and see what response you get. I'm being told for you to do that. I don't know why. Of course, this is not for everyone, so don't be like, it's not me. That's a lie. No, well, then it's not for you. Okay. I don't know why my camera keeps cutting out. I'm sorry, you guys. Alright, so anyway, yes, that's what I'm getting here. So the funds, okay, so like I said, they're spending money on this mistress here. But the thing is, this mistress, she is very good with transmuting energy. They're very good, with manipulation. Okay, so they know how to manipulate very well. And they're going to start, or if they haven't already, they want more money, they want more materials, more things from this person, from your spouse. So they're going to be playing head games with them. You'll know that because suddenly you'll see some kind of mood change in your partner. They'll be more grumpy one day, or just act out of character one day. And that's the mistress, the third party that is manipulating them to get more money out of them. Maybe they're withholding sex, or you know, making them jealous by flirting with other men in front of them. It's just stuff like that, and it's actually affecting their ego. So you might see some changes in your partner if this is your partner. Okay, this is not for everyone. Once again, it's not for everyone, but it is for someone. Yeah, and I'm also seeing that this person here, they are trying to be discreet and not give too much to this mistress, because they don't want you to find out that money's been missing from the account, or they're telling you you're spending too much, or you know you're spending too much on things in the home, when you're not. Like, nothing has changed with your spending. It's your partner trying to have you, they're trying to save money to give to this mistress by you not having what you need, is what is going on here. And you have children with this spouse here. It's someone with children. Either you both have children I think you both have either one or two children together. Maybe another child or two that are not from each other but from other people. I don't know. It's different from everyone, okay? I'm seeing children though. And that affects your children, okay? Because they obviously need to live. They need their clothes on their back. They need food to eat. And it's like, you are not the type of person to spend money in that kind of way, but they are, and you're gonna become suspicious. You're gonna know that this person, your spouse here, is gonna be like, oh no, you can't buy this. Somebody, and they'll get like moody at the store as you're spending for things that you need. But now when you don't have it, the stuff that you need, your spouse is like asking for things like, oh, do we have pasta? I want pasta tonight, or something like that. And you're like, no, we don't have it because, you had a fit at the store and you didn't let me buy it. Or like some kind of meat, okay, because I feel like this person could be a carnivore, and that's, whatever. Nothing wrong with that. And then it's like they're asking for a steak that you couldn't afford, or they said they couldn't afford. So it never got bought, but they're craving it and want it, but it's like, no, we don't have that because, again, you wouldn't let me buy everything on my grocery list because you're saying that we don't have enough funds. So now the question is, where are the funds going? And that's when you're going to see a change in their mood, and they're going to be looking for excuses, even blaming you for money being spent that you're really not spending, but they're going to gaslight you anyway. They're going to be putting, saying, oh no, you're spending, obviously, when I'm not around. You're doing your hair, maybe you do your own hair, and they're just making up excuses and bullshit to cover up their spending that they're doing on another person. For some of you, your spouse might be purposely leaving their wedding ring, their wedding band, inside the bed and leaving to work that way. And they're telling you, oh, they'll call you at work or whatever and say, oh, honey, be careful when you make the bed. My ring fell in the bed. It's loose when it's tight when I go to sleep at night. And I subconsciously pull it off, and I forget to put it back on in the morning because I'm rushing to work. Excuses like that I'm hearing, and it's all a fucking lie. He's being a dirtbag, okay, and it's a red flag. But I'm saying there's such a good talker here. There's such a good talker. They know exactly what to say to make you feel they're trusting and they're not lying to you. But they're looking at you like you're a fucking idiot, and they're looking at you like you're oblivious and you're naive, and you're nothing. You're not that way. So I know you might be in love with them, and you can't believe us and whatever. But for somebody, it is the truth here. Okay. Unfortunately, I'm very sorry, but it's good that you find out now before it's too late, and you're wasting your time on someone who's not faithful to you. Because at the end of the day, do you really want to be sharing your spouse with other women or men, and like having no money to put food on the table because their addiction is women and getting laid by different women, and and for some of them they don't use protection, and you gotta be so careful because some of these women they're messing around with are not on birth control pills, and they're young enough to get pregnant. Okay. It's just very immoral, and I'm saying that out of perspective for you because you don't want to share your person. Now, if you have an open relationship, or you're in some kind of thing where like that polygamy stuff where you believe in having more than one, you know they believe in having more than one wife, or you do, whatever, and you're fine with it, then that's fine. Okay. But then again, why would they have to be secret like that? They would just tell you if that was the case. So I don't feel that they want to be that way. Okay. Yeah, so it's deceit here. I'm feeling deceit. um, and even if this was poly situation, why would they keep it a secret? That's like, if you're not telling your wives, right, about a new possible wife coming into your home or your life, that is being deceitful, because you have to let everybody know who you're dealing with, right? I would think. I don't know how polygamy works. I'm not that way, but from what I understand it's like you have to have this open relationship and there's communication on who your spouse is sleeping with, okay? From what I understand. So I don't think this is polygamy, alright? Oh, gosh. Let's see. Oh, my goodness. I think it's just flying out of here. Alright. I'm seeing a female here with children. 2 children? I don't know if they're married or in a commitment, or she's in a commitment with somebody who's a hard worker, who has money, who has their life together, is very caring and loving to this woman who is ungrateful. They are of the same race. I don't know why that. Okay, because okay, so this woman here is is in a commitment here with a man who is successful, makes good money, has a great job, is very responsible, loves their children. I see 2 children. I don't know if they both belong to one another, like as a couple, or if one came from a different connection. I can't see that right now. However, I just see 2 children in some sort of SUV or minivan, brand new. This woman didn't have to work much, doesn't have to work. Either this person they're committed to, I don't know, I don't see them being married. I see them as just being committed to one another and having had children together. He just wants her to take care of the children while he works, to be like a housewife, while this housewife has addictions here that he knew nothing of. She loves alcohol. It looks like that she made an excuse that she wanted to go work nights, evenings when he's home with the children to make just a couple of extra dollars, to feel like she's contributing, she says. And she wants to go back because she's a bartender. She works at a bar in the evening and possibly weekends in the evening. Hold on. I'm getting the name Amy. I'm getting a name Amy. She is very deceitful. She lies a lot. She's very, a jealous person. She's a very jealous person, very attention hungry person. She doesn't get along with other females because she feels every female is a threat, is a competition, but she can't compete where she doesn't compare, okay? This is a female who really has no morals. They have no self-love. They throw themselves at anybody willing to take them and give them pleasure of any kind. They're not happy in this commitment with this person because this person has boundaries, and she's not able to go and fulfill her needs, her addictions of sex and drugs and alcohol. She pops pills. And I'm getting the name Amy. And I'm also getting the name Ashley. I'm getting the name Damien. Okay, so what I'm getting here is that she's not happy in this relationship because she can't do whatever she wants to do here. She wants to use this person for their money, their material, the house, the cars, and all that. But she wants her freedom to go party, be out in the streets and pleasuring, getting her pleasure from other men. Okay, because this person cannot be, this is not, this person can't be in a relationship, they're non-committal. But this man tries, or tried to change this woman's ways. There's an age gap between this man and this woman. She likes to sleep with men of a different race, completely opposite of hers, and that's fine. But she's deceitful. So instead of breaking up with this person that she has her children with and do the right thing and go, be with whoever she wants to be with, okay? Doesn't matter who. She won't do that because she's using this person for his money, his cause, and everything like that. She's a terrible mother. She leaves her children with other people so she can go cheat with other people. She likes to go to casinos. Or the person that she's sleeping with likes to go to casinos. They like to gamble. She hangs around with people that like to gamble at the casino, sell drugs at the casino. I'm hearing the name Moses, Maurice, Morris. Okay, so she got caught cheating. This the person that she was living with here with her children, they ended up hiring someone to follow her around while he was working and taking, I guess, pictures. It's some friend of his. And she ended up getting caught. He ended up showing her the pictures here. She was denying everything. He took all the pictures to court. There was pictures of her with other men. There was pictures of her drinking, being drunk. There was pictures of her at the hotels and at casinos. There was pictures of her taken with glossy eyes and possibly even doing something with drugs, or I don't know. Anyway, it was enough for her to lose her children at court, is what I'm getting here. So this man had somebody following her for a while. He was, she thought she was playing him stupid because she thought he was desperate, and he's not. He was trying to change her and do something good for her, but she's a dumbass. No offense, but that was a good man you lost. That's what you get. That's your karma. Unbelievable. Ugh. I'm sorry, everyone, but that aggravates me because there's children involved here, and how can you be that much of a shitbag to go leave your children with strange people who you don't really know who they are, to go spread your legs to somebody who doesn't belong there? I'll never understand that. Like, why do you have children then? Like, give them to the people who actually want children. There's so many people there that don't have children and they want them, okay? And here you are acting like a fucking asshole. That's not a mother. That's disgusting. Okay, I'm not gonna get aggravated. I hate people like this. I'm sorry. I have no filter when it comes to trash. I can't deal with trashy mothers like that. It's nonsense. There's no reason for you to be putting any child in this situation. It's very selfish, neglectful, and there's no child that's born that deserves to have a life like that. And so fuck you for doing that. How about it? Piece of trash. Anyway, this trailer trash lost everything, as she should. She deserves it. And she lost her kids. The husband's raising the kids as a single father. He's doing a great job. He had to make a lot of changes in his life, but he did it all for his children. But he has a really good job, thank God, and he's very blessed, and he's being divinely guided here with his children. He's very protected. Okay, he ended up with this woman because he ended up with this woman because there was some karmic lessons that he just needed to learn things from. It was between the both of them. But, you know, he got his karmic justice here with his children. My camera keeps coming in and out. I don't know what is going on. But anyway, yeah, he ended up getting his karmic justice here. Thank God for that. Oh, gosh. So this woman, anyway, I'm seeing... So this woman that I'm seeing, they ended up living their life like on people's couches. They got fired as a bartender because they were giving free alcohol to men that they want to sleep with, and also popping pills at work as a bartender at the bar. They were, yeah, they were doing things they weren't supposed to at work, showing up late to work, not showing up at all. They're not dependable. They were not dependable at this job, so they ended up getting fired. Sorry, I was just trying to figure out this camera, why it keeps blinking. It's definitely connected and everything. I just don't know why it's doing what it's doing. Maybe it's Goliath? I don't know. I'm sorry, bear with me. Thank you for your patience, you guys. My camera, I don't understand what's wrong with it. So now they're just like living. They got fired, and they're living, you know, on other people here. They sleep every night in someone's different bed, you know, from different men, because that's what they wanted. That's their karma. That's the karmic justice here. It's the fact that nobody is going to respect this woman or treat them good. This is their karma. They're going through a karmic cycle because of the way they treated people who wanted to help them, who actually loved and cared for them, and all they did was shit on them, shit on their children, and yeah, that's what they get. This is their lesson. So now they're just being used. Their body's being used. They're really crummy. They're full of drugs and alcohol. They don't take good care of their hygiene. They smell. And they live off of other men. They're constantly going from man to, you know, from guy to guy. And they get mistreated. They have no respect for themselves or other people. And I'm also seeing here that the person, one of the people that they are messing with, okay, it's just for a season, it's for a place to lay their head. They wanted to help this woman, okay, they wanted to help them, and in return, it was like, okay, I give you a place to stay, temporary, but I have to talk to my roommate, because this person, they don't, they're not even, they live in an apartment with a roommate, but they're not even part of the lease. They're living there without being on the lease, I'm seeing. So I'm hearing a name Tony, and they're a moocher, okay? They want to live off of people for free, just like this woman does. So they go out and So they go out and basically use people for money, a place to live, whatever. Um, so they end up this Tony person, this man named Tony, ends up asking the roommate if this woman can stay living with them in this apartment that he doesn't even have his name to the lease on. So he's basically living there, um, but he's not. His name's not on the lease. He has no respect or authority. He thinks he has all this authority. He tells people that you know, that it's his apartment when it's not his apartment. He's just staying there because he had no place to go. His sister kicked him out because he didn't want to keep a job and help her out with bills. So he just wants to live off of people for free. He doesn't own a car. He uses other people's cars and tells females that it's his car until they find out the truth, and he looks stupid. He pays for sex. He sells drugs at the casinos. So now he wants to bring in this woman with no job and to live there with him until she can get back on her feet. Not caring that the people who actually, it's a couple who own the apartment or rent the apartment, they actually have a lease onto the apartment and are responsible for this apartment, do not want anybody, not even himself, to be there anymore. Especially the female, to the person who allowed them to stay there to begin with, this Tony guy. So, yeah, that didn't work out too well. And not only that, I'm also seeing this Amy girl, that one that has the two children and is popping pills, a bartender and all that. Her name's Amy. I'm seeing her name is Amy. I'm seeing this Tony person calling her Amy. She really messed up and came into this apartment and was really disrespectful to the woman who lives in the apartment and is actually leasing this apartment with her husband. And she was acting like a total trash and flirting, and she had no idea that they were husband and wife, but she knew that they were together. And it doesn't matter, just the fact that she knows that they weren't single. Again, she has no female friends and no females like her. She doesn't get along with any female because she wants to compete with females, and she's always into fights and getting into issues with other females because, again, she's a very jealous person. She likes the challenge of trying to take men away from other women. She's miserable. She's trash. So she disrespected this woman anyway. But this woman, who doesn't drink, doesn't drug, doesn't do anything. She works very hard, 2 jobs, I'm seeing, even full time. Wow. And, her husband works hard also. But she works harder. Anyway, ends up where she disrespected this woman in her home. And that gave a really bad taste to this woman. This woman knows she's a drunk and she's trash, so she didn't pay her any mind, but told her husband she no longer wants this man, this Tony, to be living there, doesn't want him bringing trash to the home, their home, because when I'm getting that this Tony person ended up moving into this apartment when before this couple got married. So he was a bachelor and he was single and he needed a place to live, this Tony person. So he took him in, feeling bad for him, but he regretted taking him in because he wanted to use him, his car, his everything. He even damaged some property on the car, I'm saying, maybe a dent on the bumper or something like that. The person looked like he drove a navy blue or a dark blue Nissan. I see a Nissan, a navy blue Nissan with tinted windows. I don't know who drives that. But Tony was claiming that was his car and it's not, it's his roommate's. He never has a job. He sells drugs to pay his rent. He's always late on rent, and it causes a lot of issues here between the two roommates. But once this roommate ended up getting married, his wife ended up seeing the trash that her husband was dealing with, and she is a higher energy here. She's like a soul. She's something here. She's an empress, okay? She's definitely an empress energy. She could be, let me see. She's psychic. She's very intuitive. She sees the demons, I suppose, that this Tony person has. Anyway, she had to expose this person, and, so they can get rid of him. That's what I'm saying. So anyway, at the end of the story, I guess it looks like here, Tony and that Amy both were left out in the cold. Okay, basically. Tony got kicked out of the apartment. He wouldn't go, it looks like. He wouldn't go on his own, not without a fight. So, so the roommate thought, the person who owns the apartment or has a lease on the apartment felt like they had to lie to get them out of the apartment, saying that they were moving out of state or something, because they wanted to go somewhere else, they wanted to live somewhere else, so they're getting rid of the apartment. So that got him to move out. And then when that happened, they never moved out. They just pretended. I see empty boxes. I see empty boxes in the apartment. They got a bunch of empty boxes like they were packing, but they weren't actually packing. They were just putting in boxes and acting like they were packing to move. And he gave Tony, this guy, a certain amount of time to get out, to move out, because, they wanted him to leave in a peaceful way, a quiet way, without fighting and arguments and all that. So ended up where he legit moved out and went back to his sister, a sister of theirs. I see a sister, and she has a lot of kids, and she works for a bank. And she's so disappointed to have this brother back in her life because, again, he's lazy. She doesn't want the responsibility of this brother, and she feels like she has to because it's her brother. You're not going to throw your brother on strange people who don't even know him. So anyway, ended up where they never moved out. They pretended they were going to move out, but they never did. They stayed at the apartment. They changed the locks. And then this person, this Tony, ended up, everything came out All the truth came out with this person, Tony, who lied about everything and anything. All their friends and everything, they were exposed that they never owned this apartment, that the people who did own the apartment, or leased the apartment, who had a lease on the apartment, okay, that they're the ones who truly are the people who have the lease to this apartment and not Tony. All the women that they lied to about having this Nissan car that was exposed, that it didn't belong to them, that this person actually doesn't have a car in their name, never have, because they can't pay the bills for the insurance and stuff on it. They don't want to. So they were a big joke, and people laughed at them in their face, and they were exposed, and so they were really mad, and they sent a lot of negative energy to this apartment. They were doing some mirror spells here, but it didn't work because the magic and all that this person was the spell work that this Tony guy was trying to do to this couple, it didn't work because this couple, they're like twin flames here. And no, it's not karmic twin flames, it's like soulmate twin flame type of thing, like a very strong connection. They could just be soulmates, but I feel it's even stronger than that. This relationship is so strong and so powerful, and even if this person wanted to stay living with them, they couldn't because they were already so disturbed. The light that this couple has together, it actually makes their demons really angry, okay? It bothers their demons. They're full of demons. So they were basically trying to do some spell work, and it was just boomeranging back onto them. After doing all that spell work, this Tony person ended up getting caught selling drugs, or had drugs on him, when they went to some kind of place to go wash their car. It looks like a car washing place. I see the vacuums. I see a lot of people around with buckets of soap. So it was like a self car wash place where you wash the car yourself, it looks like. And they were busy doing that. Meanwhile, they had drugs in the car that they were going to sell at the casino. Him and a group of friends, and they were in Tony's friend's car. And there was drugs on some of the men, and there was also drugs inside of the SUV or car that they were in. I think it's an SUV. It looks like a black SUV with tinted windows. Anyway, the cops came. They all got arrested, and they all ended up in prison because the person, the main drug dealer, who was the main guy that was giving the drugs to like Tony and the little third parties there to sell on the streets, they were caught and they were imprisoned. So they ended up ratting out everybody involved so that their sentencing would be shorter or something like that. Anyway, so Tony ended up in jail and all that. That was his karma from doing all that spell work too. This couple, they was really disappointed and mad, and they know, for matter of fact, that their spell work they're very aware that the spell work ended up boomeranging and hitting them with the karma. What a douchebag. Oh, I can't even. I can't. What crazy people in this world, man. Oh my gosh. And it was in broad daylight. It wasn't nighttime when when the cops decided to pull them over and arrest everybody either. Oh my. And that's not the worst of it. It looks like because this man, this Tony person, they have like 11 children from all different women. 11 children that they don't pay an ounce of support. And they're always having issues in court with child support because they never pay it and they never hold a job or get a job. They always lose their job. They're very lazy. They don't want to work. They just try to sell drugs and keep the mothers of his children quiet. But there's some mothers that are not getting any child support and they're constantly taking him to court. Now that he was in prison for the drugs and everything, he might have gotten they're talking about deporting this man back to Jamaica. I think he got deported back to Jamaica. I see. Yeah, he got deported back to Jamaica. That's where he's from. And he also has twin boys there in Jamaica and another child. So he's got children everywhere. Oh my God. And he doesn't support not one of them. And he purposely gets women pregnant so that he can keep them in his energy and manipulate them to use materials from them, like either he likes to use their cars, their money, a place to stay, food, stuff like that. He uses women to support him. But he doesn't like to live with women because they don't like to be with just one person. They like to have a lot of options. They don't want to be serious to anybody. They just want to be bonded to them. So everybody that this person sleeps with, he puts out a bond. Like they're all bonded to this person. Oh my God. So if he has like 11 children from 11 women, there's like 11 fucking bonds out there. Like that is just ridiculous. Or they call it cords. Maybe not bonds, but cords. Whatever it is, you're still bonded to the fucking person that you slept with, regardless. And none of these women have cut the cord to this person, so they feel that he's always in their energy. And every time there's one that tried to cut the cord, but he felt it, and when that happens, he comes back and lies to this woman and tries to sleep with her just to get that cord back on her for her energy and for his resources, basically, for what he needs to live. I don't know, it's just crazy shit there. Okay, let's see what other messages we get here. I'm so lovesick for you, I can barely control it. And we got friends with benefits, hookups, poly, like I was saying, could be a poly situation. It's different for everyone. Caribbean islands, well, that's Tony. He comes from, it looks like he comes from, he's from Jamaica, right? So I don't know if that would be considered Caribbean island, right? So, jail, like I just said, it's just confirming what I just told you. We got jail. So he went to jail. Beauty, charming, graceful, kind-hearted. That was the man, the husband that's cheating, I'm feeling. Asia, somebody could be Asian here. Maybe it's one of Tony's 11 wives. I don't know. Who knows? Oh my god, flowers. Working with flowers opens your heart and brings blessings to others through your life purpose. Oh, wasn't that sweet? Alright, that's what I have for you all today. So, if this resonated, please let me know in the comments. I just like to know. You don't have to say it resonated with me. No, you can just put a little thumbs up or a like button or a heart or something in the comments. I truly appreciate it. I just like to know who it's connecting with. Alright, so anyway, thank you all. I hope you enjoyed my reading, and if you did, or if you just want to support me and my channel and also the hungry Angolan children, me and my husband and my family, we are raising money through GoFundMe for the hungry children and homeless people in Angola, because they don't have the things that we have here. They don't have a soup kitchen. They don't have shelter. When you're out in the street in Angola, you're literally out in the freaking street. There's no fucking way to get anything, any resources. So, we're contributing, we're doing a fundraiser through GoFundMe, to raise money for these homeless people and, hungry people. And, the government there is not very good. They're very, I'm not going to get into it, but, it's just, you can read about it. So anyway, and of course, my husband's family comes from there. So, we're trying to help them out. So if you are interested in donating anything, even $1, whatever you want to do, if you want to at all, I do have a link in some of my videos I've done. I will put the link down below again, in the description box below. Okay, it won't highlight for some reason. I don't know why YouTube won't highlight it for me, but I am going to put a link there. It is run by the person organizing it is Bruno Ferreira, and it's called Hungry Children, Angolan Hungry Children. It's called on GoFundMe. Okay. So if you want to donate something, we greatly appreciate it. The people who are going to be getting this money will greatly appreciate it. They need it. So if you want to do that, do that. I'm actually doing free readings. I am booked for several months now, almost to a year. I'm doing free readings for people who gave some nice donations for the people in Angola. Okay, all my donations are going to that. So like I said, if you're interested, go ahead and do that. They will appreciate it. I appreciate it. I like to help people. We all have our own thing, and that's my thing. Okay, so anyway, please hit the like and subscribe button if you haven't already. It's absolutely free. You don't have to pay anything, but it helps me put out more content, and it definitely helps me put out content, and people can hopefully donate something for what we're doing this fundraiser for. Okay, so I love you all very much. Thank you so much for being here, and thank you so much for liking and subscribing to all who have. I greatly appreciate each and every one of you. You're all such a blessing to me, and I love you all so much. Please, if you have any comments, anything you want me to read about, it will be general though. You can pick a subject, and I'll see what I can meditate with about the subject, but it's not going to be personal. It's going to be general. I just don't have enough time to do personal or the energy. I have so much going on. So anyway, until then, I will try and be back later if I can. Okay, I can't promise because I have so much going on, but I will try. Okay, so I love you all very much, and I hope you all have a wonderful, blessed day. And please, be safe, Make good choices. And women out there, please do not bring your pocketbooks around in the city anywhere. Like I have said before in my readings, there are people out there who are stealing pocketbooks from women. Okay, I know this is going on for a long time, but it's a thing here in California. So if you're in this the West Coast area, be very careful. They are stealing pocketbooks, but not only that, they're actually killing the person behind the pocketbook. So even though you give them the pocketbook, they're still gonna kill your ass. So keep that shit at home, please. If you have to go shopping, no problem. Take your freaking credit card and stick it in your bra or something. But do not bring a pocketbook out there because it is so dangerous right now. I don't know what is going on with these pocketbooks and people killing people for them. Even after you hand them over the money or the pocketbook. I don't know. But I'm seeing and hearing about this a lot. Every time I meditate, I'm hearing something going on about pocketbooks, okay? Just don't carry it if you don't have to, okay? And definitely don't leave anything in your freaking car because they're definitely breaking into the cars and destroying your windows and everything with glass because they have to break into them. Never park your car where there's nobody. That's a good opportunity for these people to do that, okay? Make sure it's a well-lit place. A lot of people are around wherever you go and wherever you park. Yeah, just be safe. I hate to see or hear anybody get hurt, okay? It's not worth it. So please keep yourself safe. Carry some mace. They sell that pepper spray. They sell it at Walmart really cheap. So go on your keychain. I advise everybody should have one. It has a lock on it so the children can't spray their own faces, okay? You want those child lock ones. They're great. It also helps too if you get attacked by some vicious freaking animal or dog, you just never know. So, all right, keep safe. I love you all very much and have a wonderful, wonderful day. Bye.